Healthy dinner idea number one is going to be stuffed chicken breasts. What I'm going to show you here will make 3 servings so you can adjust it for your need. The ingredients you're going to need are very simple. You're going to need some spinach and you're going to need some chicken breasts. I did 5 ounces for each person. I figured the bigger breasts would be a little bit easier to stuff. And then whatever kind of cheese you'd like to use, I used the Jarlsberg light Swiss cheese from Trader Joe's, and for seasonings I used minced garlic, onion salt, smoked paprika, and then the 21 seasoning salute from Trader Joe's. And then you'll need some non-stick cooking spray. So the first thing you want to do is you want to take your non-stick cooking spray and spray it in a skillet and add some minced garlic. I don't ever measure my garlic. I just put as much in there as I want. And then as far as the spinach, just do a really healthy amount of spinach, because keep in mind that the spinach does cook down quite a bit. So you want to put a lot in there, and it does cook down to just a little bit. So you want to saute that up until it is the consistency that you like, and then we'll work on the chicken breast next. So the next thing you want to do is you want to just trim up your breasts if you need to. You want to go ahead and butterfly them. I went ahead and put some seasoning on the inside. I truly believe in seasoning every layer of your meal. You just get a lot more flavor out of them. So after the seasoning, I went ahead and put the cheese on top and then added the sauteed garlic and spinach and then put seasoning on top. I sprayed my pan with some non-stick cooking spray, added the chicken breasts onto the pan. These will need to cook in an oven preheated to 425 degrees. I would cook them for about 25 minutes, just depending on the size of your breasts. Again, like I said, mine were 5 ounces and they took 30 minutes to cook, but you might want to check them just to make sure you don't overcook them. And here it is out of the oven. I did actually take one off before I started filming to do my plate. But it turned out so good. You can see the cheese kind of oozes out the side, but it still tastes really good. And here I served mine with some steamed broccoli and some organic brown rice. It turned out so good. The chicken itself was only 3 smart points, 2 points for the chicken, 1 point for the cheese, and that is it. A great, easy weekday dinner with really low points, especially if you serve it up with some low point side dishes. So I hope you try this recipe. Let me know if you do. Dinner idea number 2 is healthy baked Parmesan chicken meatballs. The ingredients you're going to need for this is going to be 1 pound of ground chicken. I used the 96% fat-free, 1 egg, 1 teaspoon of onion powder or onion salt, 1 teaspoon of Italian herbs, 1 teaspoon of pepper, 1 tablespoon of Worcestershire sauce, 1/4 cup of grated Parmesan, 1/2 cup of unseasoned breadcrumbs, 2 cups of marinara sauce, but this will be divided into a few different steps, and 1 cup of whatever kind of cheese you want to use. I used the light mozzarella cheese from Trader Joe's. You're going to combine all the ingredients with the exception of the cheese, of the light mozzarella cheese, and you're only going to use 1/4 cup of the sauce for the meatballs. So combine all these ingredients together and form your meatballs. This will make 18 balls. You want to bake these at 375 degrees for 20 minutes. Meanwhile, while those are cooking, pour 1/2 cup of the sauce in the bottom of a 9x13 pan. Once the meatballs come out of the oven, you're going to place the meatballs in the 9x13 pan on top of the sauce. Then you're going to take another cup of the sauce and pour it over top. I would suggest at this point to possibly reserve about 1/2 cup to 3/4 cup of sauce, either what was left over in your jar or from the remaining sauce that you have. That way you can pour it on top after it comes out of the oven, because I had a hard time getting the sauce out of the bottom of the pan. You're going to cover this with the light mozzarella all over the top, and then you're going to cover with foil and bake again at 375 degrees for 20 minutes. And here's what it looks like when it comes out of the oven. It turned out so good. The cheese is so gooey, gooey, melty. I love that cheese from Trader Joe's. I served mine over red lentil pasta, and I served it with a side salad and some steamed broccoli. The pasta, I forgot to mention, you probably should cook the pasta while the meatballs are in the oven, but serve it with pasta, or you can serve it on its own, however you want to serve it. I will put the original recipe down below in the description box. I don't think I actually made any changes to the recipe. I think I did it exactly how it shows, so I will link that down below. Let me know if you try this recipe. It is a keeper for sure. The meatballs came out to 4 smart points for 3 balls, and definitely worth it, and you don't need more than 3 meatballs. They are really good sized meatballs, and it was really filling with the pasta. Dinner idea number 3 is going to be buffalo chicken zucchini boats. This was not based on any recipe. I just kind of thought of it when I was on Pinterest and I saw all the different zucchini boat recipes after I made the taco stuffed ones, which I did share in a previous video, I believe. Yes, I did. The ingredients you're going to need for this is going to be however many zucchinis you want per person. I did 3 zucchinis. I was doing 3 servings. So it's 1 zucchini per person. I got some light shredded mozzarella, a can of the premium chunk chicken breast from Costco, and then some sort of buffalo wing sauce. I find that the Frank's Red Hot wing sauce is the lowest point, so you get more bang for your buck as far as it comes to smart points. And as far as the cheese, I used 1 ounce per zucchini, so I just did 3 ounces of the mozzarella cheese, and I did use the entire can of chicken. So you want to slice up your zucchini, you want to just scrape out the insides of them and get them all prepped and ready to go. Meanwhile, I took the can of chicken and then just drained it. I shredded it all up, added in the buffalo wing sauce, and then I also added in at that point just some spices. The spices I used in it was some onion, salt, and garlic powder, and then I added in some green onion at the last minute, so it was not planned. I took the zucchini and I put a little bit of onion salt and garlic pepper and some sea salt on them, and I baked them in the oven at 425 degrees for about 10 minutes just to get them a little bit softened up. And now here they are when they came out of the oven. So at this point I just took my chicken mixture and I put them into the zucchini. I just used the entire can of the chicken breast and just kind of tried to evenly put them in through each zucchini. And then at that point I added on the shredded cheese. Again, I just tried to distribute it evenly. I probably should have weighed them out, because that is a good Weight Watcher to weigh everything out really well. Then you put them in the oven at 425 degrees for just about 15 minutes, just enough to get the zucchini again still softened and heat up the chicken and melt the cheese. These actually were really, really good. I was really surprised. I was kind of wondering how they would turn out. So I served them with some green beans, a side of avocado, and a side of peaches. And the zucchini boats come in at 3 points for an entire zucchini. So like 2 zucchini halves is what the smart points are for it. So really low points, really spicy, really good. I don't know if I would make any changes with it. If I would have had some blue cheese dressing, I did think about putting some blue cheese dressing on it because I really like the buffalo wing sauce with the blue cheese dressing, but I did not have any. So I think that the zucchini boat recipes are very versatile. You could do just about anything with them, and the zucchini comes out just perfectly, a little bit crisp and tender. That's how I like my zucchini. So let me know if you try this recipe, and thank you for watching another Healthy Dinner Ideas, and I will see you in the next one. Bye guys.